everything. The person that was speaking to the other side said, okay, go and arrange it. And he ended the phone. So we were able to raise the money. Long story short, we paid the ransom, and the way we paid the ransom was they called me and gave me a phone number and an account number that I will pay into. Then I should call the phone number. And when I called the phone number, it happens to be one of the victims' brother that was even instructed to collect money from other victims that is in their den. So at the end of the day, we paid into the account around 6-7 o'clock in the evening, still trying to raise money. Even when they asked us to, send the money, we're still trying to raise the money. But long story short, we paid around 6-7 thereabouts. That same day at about 10 o'clock, I got a call from Miracle that she has been released. And I thank God. I asked her where she was and all that. We were able to redirect her. I was at the Stacy ID where they brought her to me. And that's how we reunited that particular day. Now, the reason why I'm narrating all these things is so that some of us, in fact, Nigerians, should be aware of what is happening in Edo State. Edo State has become the den of kidnappers, especially that Bini-Auchi Expressway. When I was in that police station making my report, different report was coming in. That's a week we were ambushed. That's a week. On Wednesday of it, we kidnapped some persons. On Friday was the incident that involved me. Then on Saturday was the same. They still kidnapping that road. On Monday, where they released Miracle ID, they actually also kidnapped in that same road. Nigerians, we have to call on the government to do the needful. My advice to people traveling, especially students, since that road leads to ever busy Ambrose Ali University and Auchi Poly and other schools in that road. My advice to the students and people that are applying that road is to not travel during the weekend, because weekends are mostly the time they usually perpetrate their havoc. But if you must travel when it is daytime, around maybe 10 to 3. Once it's past that time, do not travel, because at the end of the day, immediately the police, I don't know if they close their checkpoints, immediately they leave their checkpoint. That is when they normally carry out their havoc. Big thank you to everybody that played their parts in ensuring the release of my friend Miracle Agbe, from my colleague MC Edo Pikin, Porcupine, MC Casino, my friend, comrade, my pastor, Pastor Ois Ojekere, my spiritual father. I want to say thank you very much for those that called, all the fans on Instagram, Facebook, people that were calling, people that were praying, even received a text message from Apostle Johnson Suleiman that also joined us in prayer. And in fact, I want to say a big thank you to you people and for the prayers. I might not be able to mention everybody's name, but know that I am grateful. Myself, the family of Miracle Agbe, we are grateful. And of course, Miracle will definitely just say what she saw in the den.
Wow, that's really something. We noticed that there's a bandage around your leg. Can you tell us about the injuries you sustained?
Well, I'm smiling right now because I'm thanking God it's just a little injury I sustained. This injury was sustained as a result of when I was running inside the bush, falling and rising inside the bush. We were crawling for a very long time, myself and my driver and the other guy. We crawled inside the bush for a long time for us not to be noticed inside the bush. So that's how I sustained this injury and some other injury in my back, because of the elephant grass and the rest, but not compared to the horror we saw. And since on Friday till now, I've not been able to close my eye to sleep as a result of the horror. I'm feeling not secure. I've not been able to even continue my normal business. But hopefully, with time, we'll come back strong.
Thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Oh my God. How you doing?
I'm fine.
It's okay. Kindly introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Miracle Esosaibe. I'm an actress. I'm also a student of Abuja University.
Okay. So we just finished speaking with young Elder, and he narrated his experience to us. So we'd just like to also hear from you. Tell us about your experience, about the kidnapping along Benin Auchi Express Road.
Okay, so during the time, like when we were traveling, during the robbery or the kidnapping, so I myself, I tried running, and the next thing I saw was someone hitting me with a gun on my head, and I passed out. I woke up and saw myself in the bush. I was crying. And I asked him, like, what am I doing here? He told me I've been kidnapped and I needed to pay 35 million naira for my release. So I started crying. I told him, I don't have that kind of money. My family, they're not wealthy. They're not even rich. So how am I supposed to have that kind of money? I don't think he even heard that. So he started slapping me, stuff like that. Then we were still in the bush waiting for like 8 or 9, so we can cross to the other side of the bush where there are people. So I think when it was 8:30, we crossed to the other side to meet about 14 other people who they kidnapped from other places. I told them I needed water, and they told me that they would take me to one river.